Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online video classes. We have studied up to Bayes' theorem in probability. Today we shall start with the random variable and probability distribution of random variable and probability distribution of random variable. Random variable is any variable which value is determined by chance. If the value of the variable is obtained by probability itself, then it is called random variable. For example, if we toss the coin for 5 times and we count or we define a variable the number of heads, then the probability of getting the number of heads can be determined by chance. So the value of x can be 0, means in a tossing of n coins or 10 coins, there may not be any head, 0 head, there may be 1 head, there may be 2 head, and there can be maximum n head, or if 10 heads toss is there, then there can be maximum 10 heads. Then this getting the number of heads or getting the number of tails in the tossing of coin will be known as random variable. This random variable is again of 2 types. Random variable is of 2 types: finite or continuous, discrete, finite, discrete, or non-discrete. Non-discrete. If it can assume any values, then it is called non-discrete, and if a particular value it only can have, then it is called discrete variables. Now we shall come to the part, the main part of the topic is probability distribution of random variable. For example, if we are getting, if a coin is tossed 4 times, suppose, then we can make the distribution like this. There is a variable x and px, where what is the variable x? Variable x denotes number of heads. Number of heads, while a coin is tossed 4 times. A possibility is there that there may not be any head. There can be 1 head, there can be 2 head, there can be 3 head, and there can be 4 head maximum. Means all the times, the first time we tossed the coin, we got head. Second times also we got head. Third time also we got head. Then 4 times also we got head. Likewise possibilities are there. Or it may be there, we are not getting x equal to 0 means we are not getting any head. All the 4 times we got tail only. 1 head means 1 time we got head and 3 times we got tail. 2 heads means 2 times head, 2 times tail. 3 heads means 3 times head, 3 times tail, and 4 head means 4 times head and no tails. Then what will be the values? What will be the probability of getting no head? So just see, what will be the, if coin is tossed 4 times, what will be the sample space? There can be all the 4 heads. Means what will be the endless? Endless will be nothing but 2 to the power 4. That is 16. Instead of writing all these values, I am just writing 2 to the power 16. Then what will be the probability of getting 0 head? Only one possibility there, that is when all the tail comes, then there will be 0 head, and this value will come 1 by 16. Then what will be the probability of getting 1 head? If there is 1 head, the first time head can be there, second time it can be there, third time can be there, fourth time it can be there. So 4 possibilities are there. So it will be 4 by 16. What will be the probability of getting all head? That also will be 1 by 16. Then what will be the probability of getting two heads? First, second, first, third, first, fourth, second, third, second, fourth, and third, fourth. 6 times this value will be there. So it will be 6 by 16 and this will be 4 by 16. If you find the sum of px, sigma px will be nothing but 1. And probability of getting any variable, whether you find px or p1 or p2, p1 is probability of getting one head. So all these values lie between 0 and 1. Probability of occurrence of any one of the variables value is between 0 and 1. So this is how to get the probability distribution of random variable. Once if we have got the probability distribution, then there comes in the next exercise to find the mean and variance of this probability distribution. So I am just going to explain about the mean and variance of probability distribution. Mean and variance of probability distribution. Mean, variance and standard deviation. And standard deviation. I am going to explain in the tossing of 3 coins. First we have to make the probability distribution. If 3 coins are tossed, what is the variable? X denote here number of heads, means how many times heads may come if a coin is tossed 3 times or 3 coins are tossed together. We can have 0 head, we can have 1 head, we can have 2 head, and we can have 3 head. What is the probability of getting 0 head? 1 by 8. Probability of getting all head? 1 by 8. Probability of getting 1 head? So all the 3 possibilities are there, 3 by 8, and this also will be 3 by 8. Total sum is 8 by 8. You can see. Then to find the mean, we have to make this table. This is x and this is px or p, and here you just find px into x, or simply we write pixi. This is pi. Here if you take 0, 1, 2 and 3. What is the probability of getting 0? 1 by 8. Here it is 1 by 8. Sorry. This is 1 into 3 by 8. 3 by 8. Here if you do 2 into 3 by 8, it becomes 6 by 8. And here 3 into 1 by 8 becomes, sorry, we have to write the px only here. No? Here we have to write 1 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8 and 1 by 8. Now here we shall do, we shall multiply pixi. That is, this is x and this is p. Now we have to multiply and write here. We have to write here, this value will be 0, this will be 3 by 8, 6 by 8 and this will be 3 by 8 again. Then you find sigma pixi. If you add this value, you will have 12 by 8. So this 12 by 8, sigma pixi, this value is only our mean. So what is the formula for the mean? Formula for the mean is sigma pixi. If just multiply them, you have studied how to find the mean in a class 10. Sigma fx by sigma f. The same concept has been used here. If you do here sigma pi is always 1. So division by sigma pi is of no use. It will remain sigma pixi itself. Similarly, now what will be the formula for the variance? Formula variance sigma square is nothing but pixi square minus, or you can write like this, sigma pixi minus mu whole square, or we can write pixi square minus mu square. This will be the formula to find the variance. So this mean is represented by mu here. Mu is the mean. And if you want to get sigma pixi square, then you have to add one more column here to get the variance. Just square this value. Xi square, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Then now we shall again multiply this value with here pixi square. So this will be 1 by 8 into 0, again 0, 1 into 3 by 8, 3 by 8 itself, 4 into 3 by 8, 12 by 8, 9 into 1 by 8, 9 by 8. So if you add this, you will get sigma pixi square. And if we are adding it, we shall get 24 by 8, that is, this value will come 3. So this is the, what will be the variance? Then to get the variance, we have to apply this formula. Variance sigma square is called variance, and this variance will be given by sigma pi square xi square, that is 3 minus this value 1.5. So this value comes 1.5. So you can see here there are three terms. Mean, we have studied. Mean is nothing but sum of pi xi. Then there is the second term, how to find the variance. The formula for variance will be sigma square is called variance. Sigma pi xi square minus mu square, that is mean square. And what will be the standard deviation? Under root sigma square. What is the standard deviation? Standard deviation equal to equals to under root variance. Standard deviation is denoted by sigma. Our sigma will be equal to under root 1.5. So these are the important concepts which we have studied in this video, and you may try to solve the problems based on this. You will get one question in the board exams from this chapters. So if doubt comes, you can ask in your WhatsApp group or in offline classes, campus classes. Thank you.